Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler, also known as the Ches, and this is Chezzy Tunes, where I try to bring humor and entertainment to the EDM space. And we've got a sort of interesting video or discussion to be had today, because today I'm going to be looking at Modal Nodes. They are a dubstep producer that has quite a bit of buzz around them, quite a bit of hype around them. I'm not sure if anyone has figured anything out more than what we already know, which is not much. A lot of people suspect it's an already quite popular artist and this is just a side alias, a new alias for them. Or maybe it's just somebody that the Soundcloud algorithm happened to bless. I don't really know, and I don't think anyone else does either. But either way, they have been getting a lot of praise online. I've seen a lot of popular artists in the space praising their sound design or their approach to making music or whatever it might be. They're getting a lot of love and they're getting a lot of hype. But I haven't listened to them at all. I have not checked it out at all. So I figured I would do it. I would go in blind and see what all the hype is about. And also just weigh in with my opinion. Because you've already heard from some of your favorite artists, so I figured you obviously want to hear from me too. Someone with very minimal music production knowledge and who also has fairly bad taste in music at times. I'm the perfect candidate to weigh in on this. So that is what I'm doing. I plan to check out 5 of their tracks. I'm going to do their top 4 songs as well as their most recently released song. So 5 total. And we're going to kind of work our way up from the 4th most popular to the most popular and then their most recent track. So a weird order, but hopefully that makes sense. So the first one we are going to do, their 4th most popular track is Pointless. It's also worth noting that a lot of these songs are really short. I think all the songs are really short. I think it's just one drop, just one kind of concept being presented here. But let's do it. Here we go. Pointless by Modal Nodes. Crank up the volume a little bit. Very short intros. We're just, I assume the meat is just the drops here. That's what we're focusing on. So here we go. Oh, this is an intro. Looking at the waveform, I thought this was going to be a drop.
Force, he will make a fine Jedi. What are you going to do, Jedi? Torture me?
Everything's cleanly made. Like the mixing's clean, for sure.
Thanks to you, the only thing coming back is your little fire.
I think that's kind of the main draw here is just
It's a horrible way to die.
the cleanliness of everything. Because this is more on the kind of more vibey, wubby kind of dubstep, or at least the song in particular, which isn't usually what I get along with. It's not usually my cup of tea. So I understand this, but not what I was expecting, given all the praise it was receiving. I've definitely heard crazier things. So that was good. It was good. I think it's good for someone we've never heard of. You know, it's just someone that, hey, I'm making music. By the way, hey, I'm Modal Nodes, and there's not any clear issues with it, but it's not something I would really listen to myself. Also, I know, I don't know what it is, but I know even like from the picture and stuff on their SoundCloud here, clearly they like Star Wars. It's a Star Wars reference in itself, and there was a lot of samples from Star Wars, so that's cool. We got some branding going on here. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep moving. 3rd most popular track is Disintegrate. Another quick little intro here just to get us warmed up, prepped. Okay. A little more gritty here. Yeah, the use of the lasers and everything from Star Wars is pretty cool. Not that it hasn't been done. In fact, I just heard someone use that on the Disciple compilation that came out, but they're definitely more nicely integrated. I think the main sounds aren't really for me. They are fine. They are good, but they're just not my style. But the sort of flow of it and the extra little bits and percussion that's in there, everything, again, is mixed very well. think some of the glazing going on in the comments is a little too much, but it's fine. Hardest tune ever made. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, okay. Sure. Okay. That's why I like SoundCloud the most, though, is it's assuming you made a decent enough track and you have people that are going to comment, you will just get hyped up. People are so quick to just, bro, holy dude, what? And it's just like, boom, wub, 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 wub. Oh my God, dude. This shit's insane. I love it. That's why I love SoundCloud, man. And I don't even mean that in a bad, like, I genuinely love that. That was not sarcasm. I genuinely love how everyone hypes each other up on SoundCloud. It's so great. I love it so much. All right. Second most popular track, Alone.
A man can have anything if he is willing to sacrifice.
I'm just going to assume every sample is Star Wars related. I'm not super familiar with every single movie and property from the Star Wars franchise. I like this intro the most so far, though. It's a cool little beat to get us going. And so far, the sort of overall tone of the songs has been pretty similar. We've got like a style here, a sound being obtained, which I like. There's character to each of them.
You will face it alone.
I think that's the biggest praise I can give it, is how well everything comes together. It feels very full. There's enough frequencies being filled in. It doesn't feel empty. It doesn't feel like it's lacking anything, although it is quite calm overall. It's not super bop, bop, punchy. Like, the sounds are fine. I don't think any of the sounds themselves are super iconic or interesting on their own. I feel like some of these sounds I've even heard before as a casual listener, as a, decent enjoyer of dubstep and riddim, but with my tastes, for sure. I have very specific tastes. I can't say that the individual sounds are very memorable. I think it's more so just how well they're all incorporated and put together. It all sounds like one actually good piece of music as a whole. It doesn't feel just lazily thrown in there. It feels cohesive. It feels very together. So I think just how it's being presented to me is good. But that being said, I don't think any one piece is particularly exceptional. I think it's all just done pretty good. Sound designs, pretty good. Sample work, cool. The structure of it, sweet. Like, everything is serviceable. We're gonna keep moving on. I'll finish my thought once we get to the end. We only have two more things. Instead of the most popular song, I'm actually now gonna move to the most recent song, which is Clones, which came out 9 days ago as of this recording, the most recent release. Very similar structure each time.
Once you figure out one, the rest are easy.
Okay. I like these sounds a little more. I like the wop-a-wop kind of nature to them. And I like that initial sound before it gets to everything.
This isn't the first time I beat you up.
Okay. This one's hitting a little more. Everything is very thick. Everything is very... I don't have a word, just this action. Everything's very this. Okay, that one's definitely my favorite so far. I think it was a little more punchy. I think the sound design was a little more my speed, a little more memorable, but also still pretty in line with everything I've been saying up till now as well. So my overall thoughts are still holding true, but we've got one more song to listen to here, which is their most popular song as of the recording of this, Defeat, released 15 days ago. And I think this is the one that most people were like talking about.
What do you see? I see your defeat.
I was here long before you, and will be long after.
Yeah, I like these synths. They sound similar to the Star Wars noise, the Star Wars lasers. That one especially. It's kind of cool.
You lack the experience to be going up against me.
Really cool percussion in a lot of these songs. The percussion-y fills are cool. Just it does some cool stuff, cool flows. Okay. There's also apparently Rebo Band, which I assume, yeah, there's another Star Wars reference, and they're like fighting with each other, kind of, these two artists, which makes for some interesting lore. I don't know if it's two friends that are actually both producing and they're just, this is like a marketing tactic. I don't know. I don't know the story here. I'm sure it will continue to unfold as the days and months progress. Because, yeah, they're even like tagging the other account in their description of the songs. So, like, there's something happening here. But we're only focusing on Modal Nodes today, and I get it. I think it's definitely a little overhyped given what I've seen online, how many people are talking about it. I don't feel like this is something completely crazy. I think it is mostly just the fact that this is a nobody from what we can tell, just someone fresh on the scene making something that is quality. So I think that's what's most impressive of just like, who the heck is this person? And it's pretty well crafted dubstep riddim music. And so I think that's why it's getting so much hype. But at the same time, if it was somebody we knew that was established putting this out, it would still be good. It would still be praised, but it wouldn't be as big of a deal. Not as many people would be talking about it if it was an artist already established in the scene. And so, yes, that is kind of the point, that it's someone we've never heard of bringing this well-produced music. But I also don't think it's as mind-blowing or over the top or crazy that people are making it seem. There were certain flares, certain pieces in there that were definitely creative. It was creative music, but I don't think it's like treading on new ground and setting the standard for what's to come or anything like that. It's just some solidly produced music. It's well produced, it's well made, it's got some decent enough sound design, with Defeat definitely having some of the best, some of my favorite at least. Those are the sounds that clicked with me the most. The use of samples, the use of fills, the way things are structured definitely shows competency. It definitely shows knowledge over music production and song structure. Like, there's definitely some talent here, but a lot of it isn't completely my thing. I respect it. I think it's very well made, and, you know, definitely someone that should be followed, somebody that definitely should be kept up with, and that will continue to make cool and creative music. But as of right now, I don't think anything here is like, what? Dude, this person is crazy. It's just some solid tunes. It's some solid tunes. I do appreciate that it has a tone. It does have a style here. It already does sound like, oh, this is another Modal Nodes track, because it's got the Star Wars samples and this overall vibe to all the music and synths. So I like that. I like that. We're doing all the right things. I am excited to see where it goes from here. Definitely a little overhyped, but I do understand why it's getting some attention. But what do you guys think? What do you think of Modal Nodes? Do you think it is just someone new on the scene who happened to gain some traction? Or do you think it's just one of your favorite producers hiding out under another alias? Either way, let me know, and let me know what I should check out next. As always, a big thank you to my patrons and a big shout out to my absolute tune, Will Vegas. If you're interested in early access to my videos, uncut versions of all my reactions, and bonus content every single month, including checking out your recommendations, be sure to check out the Patreon. Links in the description. Other than that, I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, and keep on jamming out, my dudes. Peace.